The 5 minute weekly review. Well, welcome back. I want you to imagine something for a moment. It's Thursday evening. You're finally sitting down after a crazy week, and someone asks you, "Hey, how did your business actually perform this week?" And you know what? Most agents give me that deer in headlights look. They'll say something like, "Oh, it was busy, really busy. I think it was good." And that's not an answer. That's a guess disguised as a confidence. Well, here's a story that might hit close to home. Last month, I was coaching Marcus, a talented agent here in Dubai Marina. Now, this guy was hustling, up at 6 a.m., posting content, taking calls, running viewings, staying late to respond to WhatsApp messages. He was the definition of being busy. But when we sat down to review his month, something shocking happened. Despite feeling like he was crushing it, his actual numbers told a different story. He was working 60-hour weeks, but converting fewer leads than agents working 40 hours. He was spinning his wheels in the sand, thinking he was racing forward. And Marcus isn't alone. This is the trap 90% of Dubai real estate agents fall into. And maybe you are there right now. So, the Groundhog Day syndrome is what I call it. You ship content on Monday, take calls on Tuesday, run viewings on Wednesday, follow up Thursday, and then you do the exact thing next week. No learning, no improving, no growing. You're like a hamster on a wheel. Lots of motion, but zero progress. They are missing KPIs. So KPI stands for key performance indicators. Basically, the numbers that tell you if you are winning or losing. Most agents have no idea what their conversion rates are. They don't know if their Arabic content performs better than English, or if their CMA requests, that's comparative market analysis, actually turns into listings. And then they have message testing blindness. So you are sending the same WhatsApp messages, the same email follow ups, the same social media captions week after week, with no clue of which one actually works. So it's like shooting arrows in the dark and hoping you hit something. And then there is a compliance panic. The scary one compliance becomes this last minute scramble. You are rushing to add RERA disclaimers, panicking about Tracasi requirements, or realizing you forgot to add consent for your WhatsApp broadcasts. And that's not just stressful, it is dangerous for your license. Think about this. If a pilot flew a plane the way most agents run their business, no instruments, no flight plan, no regular checks, that plane would crash. Yet somehow we think we can build a million dirham business by just staying busy. But here is the beautiful thing, and why I get so excited teaching this. We can flip this entire script with just 5 minutes every Thursday evening. Yes, 5 minutes every Thursday evening. So imagine this instant. Next month, when someone asks about your week, you confidently say, "Fantastic. My lead to appointment conversion hit 45%. My Arabic microbriefs outperformed English by 23%. And I identified the exact WhatsApp message that's booking 60% more viewings. Plus, I'm 100% compliant and sleeping peacefully at night." Now, that's the power of what I call the 5 minute transformation loop. Now, it's a tiny weekly habit that turns you into what I call a steady pro. Someone who just works hard but works smart, improves consistently, and builds a predictable, profitable business. So, here is what you will have by the end of this lesson. Crystal clear KPI tracking that takes 60 seconds and tells you exactly where you stand. Message optimization system that identifies your best performing content. Pipeline hygiene protocol that keeps opportunities from slipping through the cracks. Dubai compliance audit that keeps you protected and professional. And the one change rule that creates compound growth without the overwhelm. And the best part, I'm giving you the exact checklist, templates, and even an AI coaching prompt that makes this ridiculously simple. You won't need to think, just follow the system. So if you're ready to stop guessing and start knowing, dive in with me. The 5-minute transformation system. Alright, champions, grab your coffee or karak chai. We are about to build a habit that will transform your business forever. I call this the 5-minute transformation system. And I am going to walk you through each minute like we are sitting across from each other at a Marina Walk cafe. Minute 1. Numbers don't lie. Sorry. Numbers don't lie. The KPI reality check. So first minute is all about the truth. Not feelings, not impressions. Cold, hard numbers that tell the real story of your business. Look at this dashboard I have created for you. It's not some complex spreadsheet that requires a PhD in mathematics. It's 10 simple metrics that matter. Leads generated, appointments, you will find that dashboard in the resources section. Leads generated, appointments booked, CMAs sent, briefs sent, replies received, booked calls, new listings, closings, average DOM, and average response time. That's all. And here's how you update it. One row. This week's number. That's it. So let's say you speak it out loud like this. Leads 18 converted to replies 9, converted to booked calls 5. Good mid-funnel conversion. See what happened here. In 15 seconds, you know your conversion rates. You know where your business is strong and where it's lacking opportunities. Marcus, the agent I mentioned earlier, once he started tracking these numbers, he discovered something shocking. His response time was averaging 4 hours, while top performers in Dubai respond within 30 minutes. And the one insight doubled his appointment booking rate. So, don't chase 20 different metrics like some agents do. That's analysis paralysis. Focus on these 10 metrics and you can actually influence next week. Minute number 2. Message mastery. So what is actually working? Minute 2 is about your messaging. And this is where most agents leave money on the table because they never test what actually works. First, check your weekly market brief consistency. In Dubai's fast moving market, your English and Arabic briefs need to hit what I call DSPP, demand trends, supply updates, price movements, and policy changes. So did you use price ranges instead of exact numbers? Good, that's compliance smart. Did you cite your sources? Excellent. That builds credibility. Did you stick to one clear CTA, call to action? Whether that's CMA, view, or plan. Perfect. Now that drives action. But here's the magical part. Copy your best performing line from this week into your retro log under line to A/B test next week. Maybe your Arabic WhatsApp message got twice the responses as your English versions. That's cold. Now you know to lead with Arabic in your next campaign. Or maybe your email subject line 3 Marina Walk units just reduced prices had a 67% open rate. Boom, you found a pattern to repeat. Now this isn't guessing anymore. This is scientific marketing. Minute number 3. Pipeline hygiene. Your future self will thank you for this. Minute 3 is about taking care of future you. Because nothing kills momentum like a messy pipeline full of forgotten opportunities. Open your CRM and do this first quick cleanup. First, Clear any overdue tasks that are older than 48 hours. If you promised a CMA memo on Tuesday and it's Thursday already, that's not getting to it later. That's damaging your reputation. Second, add one next step to each hot opportunity, not five steps, not a complex sequence. One clear next action. Send a Marina Walk CMA memo by Friday 2 p.m. Schedule view plan call for building XYZ. 10-minute follow-up call on price feedback. Now, I learned this from a top producing agent in downtown Dubai. She told me every opportunity gets exactly one next step. Now, if I complete that step, there is still interest. It gets another single step. Now, this system has never let me lose a deal to follow up failure. Now, trust me on this, your future self 3 months from now will be incredibly grateful when that forgotten lead from today turns into a listing because you took 30 seconds to schedule proper follow up. Minute 4 Compliance Flash. Minute 4 is about something that keeps many agents up at night, compliance. But it doesn't have to be stressful if you make it systematic. And here is your Dubai compliance quick tick checklist. Trocacy check, tick. WhatsApp compliance, check. PII protection, check. STR rules, check. Disclaimer present, check. Now, if you send any broadcast this week, update your WhatsApp consent summary. Now, this isn't just good practice; it's your protection if your questions or if your questions ever arise. And minute 5, the one change rule. This final minute is where transformation happens, not through massive overhauls that overwhelms you, but through what I call the one change rule. So write down one change you will make next week, just one. And here are some examples from successful students. Add focused change. Add service charge summary to all CMM memos. SC stands for service charges. Crucial info buyers need. Delete focused change. Delete long social media captions. Stick to 3 bullet points. CTA. Adjust focus change. Adjust micro brief format. Show yield ranges instead of single percentages. Now the magic isn't in the size of the change. It is the consistency. One small improvement every week compounds into massive transformations over a year. And then, and this is crucial, block 30 minutes next week to implement that one change. Not when I find time. Actually block it in your calendar like it's a client appointment. And for those who want to accelerate their learning, I have created an AI coaching prompt. Paste your KPI numbers plus your retro notes and it returns 3 patterns it notices in your data, 1 recommended change, and A/B test suggestions in both English and Arabic. A compliance tip specific to your activities. Okay, so here comes the weekly transformation commitment. Wow, look what we just built together. In less than 15 minutes, you now have a complete system that will transform you from someone who just stays busy to someone who builds a predictable, profitable, and compliant real estate business. Takeaway? So here's the truth that separates real professionals from the rest. Pros don't just work, they review. Every Thursday for just 5 minutes, you are going to track your numbers, optimize your message, clean up your pipeline, audit your compliance, and implement one change. That's it. That is the system. Remember Marcus? 6 months after implementing this exact system, his business transformed completely. His conversion rates doubled. His compliance stress disappeared. And most importantly, he got his evenings back because he was not consistently worried about what he might have missed. So your 5-step commitment right now, not later, not tomorrow. I want you to make this commitment to your future self and your future success. Step 1. Download the complete demo pack and pin that to your desktop. Make it impossible to ignore. Step 2. Open the KPI micro dashboard template and update it with this week's number. Yes, right now. Even if you have to estimate some numbers to get started, that is okay. Step 3. Copy one line that got the best response this week into the retro log template. Now this becomes your A/B test baseline. Step 4. Run through the compliance weekly audit to by .text and save any Trocacy proof 5 parts. Better safe than sorry. And step 5, write down one change your next week and block 30 minutes in your calendar to implement it. Listen, I have coached over 1,000 agents across the UAE, and I can tell you with absolute certainty the agents who do weekly reviews are the ones driving the Bentleys, living in the Burj View apartments, and taking their families on amazing vacations. The agents who don't, they are still complaining about how busy they are while their bank accounts stay the same. You have everything you need. The system works. The only question is, will you work the system? So, make the commitment. Every Thursday at 5 pm, when other agents are rushing home stressed about their week, you are going to be sitting calmly with your laptop, running through your 5-minute review and watching your business compound into something extraordinary. That feeling of control, of knowing exactly where you stand and where you are going, that is the feeling of a true professional. That is the feeling of someone building legacy wealth and not just earning commissions. So make the commitment right now. Say it out loud. I commit to 5 minutes every Thursday. Your future self is counting on the decision you make here right now.